Hi class, this is your Monday announcement video. I'm a little bit late in posting it, but it's been kind of a busy morning. So this is your week that you are writing the paper. By today, you should have posted your outline at discussion board. I see most people have done that, but there are still some stragglers who need to get those outlines posted. So you're going to provide feedback on at least one person's outline by Tuesday, by tomorrow. Okay? There's no form for this particular, there's no like worksheet. So I want you to use basically your outlining worksheet and note where you think the student might add a quote, explain a quote more. Maybe the student hasn't indicated that they're explaining the device, the literary device, well enough, or perhaps you think it looks like the student isn't going to connect that literary device to the theme, which is super important. So you want to go ahead and give good solid feedback on one student by Tuesday, tomorrow, March 4th. Okay. Then by the middle of the week, this is your virtual assignment. You need to have your rough draft posted by Wednesday, March 5th. And then by Friday, you need to have your feedback on at least one classmate. So I don't have the form up yet. I'm trying to make a slightly better form, but you can look for that. Definitely by Wednesday, you will find that peer review worksheet. Now, just like with the last peer review that we did, you need to make sure you're looking for people who haven't had any replies yet. Okay, so don't go and reply to someone who's already gotten feedback. Make sure it's for someone who hasn't gotten feedback. All right. There'll be more on that in the Wednesday announcement. So the final thing is obviously your final essay is due by Sunday. All right. So again, outlining information, it was due last night. Your outline is going to have a minimum of 5 paragraphs. Some of you should probably have more paragraphs if you have a lot to say about. Remember, this paper needs to be at least 4 type pages. So you're going to have your introduction. Your outlining worksheet really fully prompts you through each of these paragraphs. Okay. Introduction, ending your thesis statement, and then you've got 3 body paragraphs minimum. Some of you, as I say in this note here, may want or need to take 2 paragraphs to fully address each of those literary elements, okay, as well as the journal article. So you need to incorporate a reference to one of your journal articles in every single paragraph, okay? So if you look at these important notes, each of the 3 paragraphs should have at least one quote from the original, from the story, the primary source. And they should also each have one quote or paraphrase from one of your 2 journal articles. And those should relate to that particular literary element per, that topic. Okay. So then the rest of this is really more for getting that rough draft by Wednesday night. But I've got some MLA formatting information, and I really need you guys to kind of step up your MLA game. I have a quick guide here, which you can open up, and it's got all of the checklists. And of course, your little seagull, which is right here, has the MLA information in the little seagull, just like with 111. So if you come down to research MLA style, you have all the information on in-text documentation, how it's going to look when you quote or paraphrase in terms of parenthetical reference, your works cited list, and then finally the sample research paper. Okay, so you know how it should look, and this is how yours should look. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go. So let's go back to our announcement. All right, so there's our quick guide, little seagull. I kind of talk you through how it should look. I give you some sample citations for your works cited page, and I also give you some sample parenthetical references for both having it in the parenthetical reference and including the author's name and the signal phrase. Okay, so this is for right here. This is for your in-text citations. This stuff right here, this is for your works cited page. Okay, and everybody's going to have at least 3 things on their works cited page. It'll be the same 3 things that you had in your annotated bibliography, minus the annotations. Okay, and I'm getting those graded this week. I have to hand kind of pick through it with, I use my Apple iPad and my stylus so I can note, easier than using it like a full Word document. Okay, and so now once you start to draft your paper for Wednesday, make sure you're checking for misspelled words. Word does a pretty good job letting you know if there are words it doesn't recognize. Make sure you do a spell check. Check for academic language. You cannot use second person in this paper. You must eliminate that. First person, really, minimally used, if at all. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cross that off, to be honest. And then referencing an author's name in a paper, you never reference an author by their first name only. It's always last name or full name. Okay, and then I have some more information here on academic tone for formal writing. I'd like for you to read this through. Finally, here is more information on signal phrases, like incorporating your in-text quotes in your paraphrase with those reporting verbs. All right, you can expect another announcement on Wednesday.